Baby, what time is it now? It's time to love me now.
Good afternoon on this lovely weekend. It is September 2nd. Ash, did I just hear your stomach growl?
No.
Don't you usually eat breakfast?
Yeah, but that
Yeah.
doesn't mean I can't be hungry now.
Oh.
You know, I'm a healthy girl and it's lunchtime. Besides, I'm sure a lot of our listeners just got up and are eating lunch or brunch, right? Come on, right?
Okay, sure, Ashley, calm down. Yeah.
Well, what about you? I'm sure you're starving too.
I am, but let's calm down, get it together, and welcome everybody to another leisurely episode of Double
Double
Date.
사랑이란 걸 믿을 수 없어서 나의 그 따뜻하던
Welcome to Double Date, everybody. I'm your date, Kevin.
And I'm Ashley, and you just heard Park Ji-yoon's 돌아오면 돼.
And before that song in the opening skit, we're talking about breakfast or brunch. You always eat breakfast, right?
Yes, and brunch is my favorite menu. I can eat brunch food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
You girls want to get brunch? You know, in New York City, it's always like,
Yes.
oh my God, it's so fetch. Let's get brunch tomorrow.
Yeah, like Sunday brunch.
Yeah.
You don't like brunch
With my
food?
mimosas. What?
You don't like brunch food?
Of course I love brunch food.
Okay,
The thing is,
good.
breakfast, you can eat breakfast any time of the day. And it's still amazing.
Yeah.
Because like pancakes, that's just like, it's cake. Right?
Yeah.
With syrup? It's
Uh-huh.
basically cake.
When I go away to like other hotels and stuff, I never miss the breakfast.
Oh, the continental breakfast.
Yeah.
Because it's free and it's really good.
Yes.
Yeah, what's your favorite like go-to brunch order at a restaurant?
Maybe I don't know, like French toast, or
Right.
I always get some kind of egg, like scrambled egg or poached egg. And
Remember
yeah.
in the like in New York diner food?
Yes.
Yeah, they need to get more diners here.
Yes.
With omelets and French toast and all that.
But last week I did go to one in Itaewon, like a French
Oh, I
kind
know
of
where that
place.
is. Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
it was
it's
really
very good. I'm
good.
actually kind of tight with the owner there, or maybe she's a
Really?
manager. Yeah.
And I felt like I was in New York because everyone was not Korean.
That's true. It's always so busy there, though. There's always a line.
I went there really early, so I got lucky. I didn't have to wait online.
It is a diner, though, because they essentially have everything from like chicken salad to omelets. And whenever I go to somewhere like that, I make sure to starve myself before I go and get
Yes.
prepared not to eat for the rest of the day and just stuff myself for the entire day. It's so good. It's so good.
So good.
I mean, we're talking about brunch because, of course, it is the weekend every Saturday. We're going to do Aboard the Soundtrack. Peter Han is back here. Of course, Love Call as well. And our new Torn Pages series.
Oh,
Excited?
Yes.
Good.
You're listening to Double Date, available on TBS EFM 101.3 and 98.7 GFN, 93.7 in Yeosu, and 90.5 in Busan.
Wherever you are, you can listen to us through the app TBS and always re-listen to us by looking up Double Date either on iTunes or Patbang.
We'll be right back after this song. This is 2AM's 죽어도 못 보내.
어려도 아픈 건 똑같아 세상을 잘 모른다고 아픈 걸 모르지
You are listening to Double Date with me, Kevin.
And Ashley. And we got a ton of messages this week, right? We got
Yes.
so many that we couldn't get to them all. So we're going to read some of them for you. It was about the question, tell us about a time you were surprised.
Boo!
Oh, 깜짝, 진짜.
God.
I really
Got you.
Oh my god.
Yes, it was about the surprise by a prank, a special event, or a happy coincidence, or good luck.
And Christine says, when my bestie came all the way to Japan and threw a birthday party for me, best times. Happy birthday, Kevin.
Thank you, Christine. Thank you so much. And to everybody else who wished me a happy birthday as well. Jenny says, when I received a message saying happy birthday from a friend that I didn't think would know about my birthday since we hadn't been in touch for a long time, I was really surprised and happy. Kevin, Ashley, have you ever received an unexpected present before? I mentioned this yesterday, actually, that another plus side about your birthday is you get to get randomly connected again, reconnected with random old
Yeah.
friends.
You said you got in touch with someone you haven't talked to since high school,
High
right?
school, yeah. I haven't responded yet, though. I'll get to you, Jordan.
And Unicorn78 says, I went on a trip to Taipei and ran into an ex-boyfriend who was younger than me. We boarded the same shuttle bus. It was late and raining a lot that day. Also, he was with his new girlfriend, so he couldn't say hi, and we were just really self-conscious about each other. That's awkward.
Awkward turtle.
Oh my.
What do you do? But what are the chances you go to a trip to Taipei and run into like your
I
ex-boyfriend?
know.
Very
Well,
interesting.
maybe it was
yeah.
okay, no, I shouldn't
Maybe
say
it was meant to be that she should have, like taken him back, you mean?
that. Like they're meant to be together.
If that was meant to be, what do you think it means? Oh, crazy,
know.
crazy. Yumi says, I got locked in one of those changing rooms of a store, and to my surprise, my crush was there and saw everything. We stared at each other for a while.
Huh? Wait, so he saw her change?
Oh, wow, you can really misinterpret this message. But no, I think she was trying to say the opposite.
Oh, like
It was a very romantic thing. I
like
think. I
slow
don't know.
motion.
You never,
Like romantic.
exactly, yeah.
And Gabby says, after being turned down for a program, they suddenly emailed me asking me if I was still interested. It was worth staying hopeful.
Oh, yes. That's why you should always stay hopeful. Like when I was applying for jobs, never really got good responses back. But then you don't know. Like your understanding of time is different from the universe's
Right.
thinking of time for you. So everybody keep your chin up, whatever you're doing, wherever you are. I can't believe I surprised you, by the way.
I
with
know.
that boo. It was such a subtle boo.
I wasn't expecting it at all. I get scared really easily. Yeah. Oh,
Well-
wait, I shouldn't have told you that.
I'm gonna keep.
Man.
We should do double date TBS pranks. That would be the funniest thing.
Only for you.
I think for our entire team, I think we would all love it. We're gonna move on and read more messages, but first, here's a song from Momoland.
어마어마해. And we have another message from our listener, Jenny.
Right, Jenny is the one who sent us postcards from Paris. This was before Ashley came,
Ooh.
but let's see what Jenny had to write to us. Jenny says, "No way. Can I really call myself a dedicated fan of Double Date?"
I confess, in the beginning of my travels, I woke up really early. My eyes just opened up automatically at 5 a.m. to listen to Double Date. But towards the end of my trip, I just couldn't get up. I guess the exhaustion from walking around so much finally caught up with me.
So I plan to do a marathon of the podcast when I return to Korea, but after putting it off for so long, I just couldn't catch up. Oh my God.
What I didn't know was that my postcard had already been shared on air. 말도 안 돼. I didn't think it would arrive that soon. I only found out a couple of days ago when I watched Kevin on 부르의 명곡 and he mentioned receiving a postcard from France.
2 postcards from France.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So that very night, I listened to all the podcasts nonstop until I came to the broadcast on which my postcard was shared. It was on August 9th.
Yes, Jenny continues, "Thank you. You read it so well that it made me wonder whether I had really written it so well. I'm so happy I found the episode it was shared on and that you even shared it, that I've been listening to it over and over again."
Now that I've acquired a taste for handwriting letters, you have to take responsibility, Double Date. If you take song requests, then Dancing in the Moonlight by Top Loader, please. With the way I feel, I ought to dance in the moonlight. Oh, I
Right.
love this song.
I do too. I remember exactly when we got these letters from Paris and we read them out on air as well. And it was just a very surreal feeling to be able to get a letter for radio, to read on radio, all the way from Paris,
I know.
France.
Was Jenny traveling there?
She was.
Oh,
Yes.
That's so thoughtful of her. She thought of you guys all the way in Paris.
I
while she was
know.
traveling.
So, of course, you can really call yourself a dedicated fan
Yes.
of Double Date. This makes me think we should come up with nicknames for, our listeners.
like the ones
our
that
double dates. Is that it? Is that what it is?
like our
'Cause
like our
we're-
nickname for our listen. Oh,
Yeah. Should we call them Didis?
Didi's.
Mhm.
Hey, Didi's.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Didi was the name of my fake girlfriend
Oh my gosh.
on the show for a while. We will figure it out.
Yes, we will think of something.
But so far, we have nicknames of our own as well. We're gonna fix yours and make it official very soon.
Okay.
I'm a fan of Keshuli by the
For
way.
the both of us.
Yeah,
For
because
us.
it's like it's a
Yeah.
double nickname.
Team Keshuli.
Double nickname.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody. And no, thank you, Jenny, for sending us this letter. Everybody else, you can always reach out to us on tbsdoubledate@gmail.com or tweet at us at tbsdoubledate.
Yeah, you can also post on our message board at tbsefm.soul.kr. Simply look for Double Date on the list of daily programs.
Right, coming up later on the show, we have Aboard the Soundtrack with Peter Han. Don't go anywhere, but first, here's the song that Jenny requested.
This is Top Loaders, Dancing in the Moonlight.
Hey, this is Kevin,
And this is Ashley.
and you're currently on a date with
Me.
What? No, that's my line. Thanks for tuning in to
Double Date.
Stop that.
Madam. Welcome back. You're listening to Double Date on TBS EFM 101.3 and 98.7 GFN, as well as 93.7 in Yeosu and 90.5 in Busan.
Yes, and just a little reminder, we love getting messages from you, our listeners, whether that's through text or voicemail.
Yeah, and it's really simple. All you have to do is record a 1 minute or so voice message on your smartphone and tell us a little about you or how much you love Double Date and any comments or general questions you have for us.
Yes, I love getting the voicemails above all else because we get to directly hear your voice, and it actually feels like we're, 소통해. We're actually conversing with you guys. So please do send us your voicemails our way, and we will most definitely share them on air.
Yes.
All right, we're going to move on to Aboard the Soundtrack, but first a song. This is One More Chance with...
그럴 때도 있어요.
그럴 때도 있어요. 화가 나고
All aboard! All aboard! Tickets, please. Tickets.
It should be around here somewhere.
1010, 1012.
Attention, calling all passengers. This is the last call for the train 1013.
1013, that's our train.
All ladies and gentlemen who wish to go on a special music trip should begin boarding at this time. Please be ready to move to put on your grooves since it's time for...
Aboard the soundtrack.
Welcome to Aboard the Soundtrack, everybody. This is the train heading for the destination called Evolution.
And joining us as tour guide and conductor is singer Peter Han.
Right, so we're doing an evolution thing. Wow. How
Yes.
you been, Peter?
I've been very good.
It's been a hot minute. Right? It's
Yeah.
been, I think, 2 weeks since we've seen you.
2
Yeah, I
weeks.
heard it was your birthday last week, so happy
Yes.
belated birthday.
Thank you so
wow.
much.
Yeah, so
Thank
many
you so
August
much.
birthdays. It was his birthday last.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I saw
we're 3 days apart, but you
Oh.
were saying that your friend surprised you
Yes.
all the way from Australia. And
Austria.
Even, Austria.
It's always gonna be-
And surprised you with this, they even rented a luxury sports car for you for the
Yes,
day.
it was crazy. It's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like Turkish friends, Colombian friends, then Austrian friends, they all came.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was just so much fun.
How
can't
old are you
imagine.
now?
I turned 24. Korean age, 25.
Nice.
Got it. Well, happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, let's dig right into today's Aboard the Soundtrack. What are we talking about today?
And we're going to talk about musicians' evolutions.
Mm.
Okay, so who's the first one we're going to talk about?
Okay, the first artist we're going to talk about is Zion T. So probably everyone who listens to K-pop radio knows him.
Yes,
course.
And yeah, we're going to listen to 2 of his songs. One of them was his released debut single. And the second song is going to be from his most recent album.
Ooh,
Got it.
Okay. What was his debut song again?
Click
Party?
Me.
Oh, Click Me.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Toki.
I don't think I know Click Me. I only know Party Time.
You might know if you hear it. This,
Yeah,
pretty,
I
this song's
probably
pretty
would.
famous too.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, so today we're doing like a back-to-back.
Yes, comparison.
Oh, that's it. We've never done that before.
Really?
On Aboard the Soundtrack.
Ooh.
Was this your idea?
Yes, it was.
Whoa, you're just like changing up our show. I love it. No, honestly, I like it. So we're going to do back to, what song are we going to play first? Click Me?
Yes.
Can we talk a little bit about that song?
Yeah, I think it's an amazing way to start the debut album because it's like, it's not even a first try where you think, oh, he's all right. Maybe he will be better in the future. It's like, okay. His presence, like,
Just fire right from the beginning.
And he produced like everything himself.
Right.
That track, and yeah, his name was known before that because like he produced some stuff with Toki already
Oh, okay.
and other artists, but yeah, this was his first personal thing.
Right.
And yeah, he was like 22 back then. He was born like 1989, I think.
Uh-huh.
So he was pretty young.
Right.
And during an interview, he said he wanted to do a new, completely unique style.
Okay.
And when you listen to it, like his voice and his like rhythmical feel and his grooviness, it's like one of a kind in Korea, I think.
Right. It's
Definitely.
unprecedented.
Yeah.
You didn't
And
really
it's-
hear it before.
It's not even he developed it over the years. It's like right from the start. It's like, okay, he got that.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
so-
It's almost like there's a degree of like an auto-tune feeling to his voice.
Yeah.
Even though it's not auto-tune.
Yes, definitely.
It's robotic, but
Yeah.
at the same time soulful, which is
Yeah,
something
yeah, yeah.
it's so hard to get, like robotic and soulful at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I love this artist. We're going to play both, I guess, his first song and then one of his most recent songs.
Yes.
Right? We'll talk about the most recent one.
After we come back.
Sure.
Yeah, so the first song is Zion T's Click Me featuring Toki.
And then we'll play Zion T's Complex featuring G-Dragon, and we'll be right back.
첫째론 kick drum, 두 번째론 snare drum, 세 번째론 hi-hat. Synthesizer makes me feel high and jubilate. Bassline은 뒤따르도동. 그래 이건 힙합. 어쩌면 살이 좀 쪘으면 좋겠어. 넌 내 마른 몸을 좋아하지만 안아줄 때 같이 잘 때 너 팔베개 깔아줄 때 너의 목 건강을 위해 내 키가 좀만 컸으면 좋겠어. 네가 만나던 키 큰 애들보다.
Wow, that was our first evolution artist
Yes.
for today. Of course, the one and only Zion T, and you can really feel like a big gap
Yeah.
between the first song and the last one we just heard.
But then even the first song, even though it came out in 2013, it didn't feel old at all. It still feels really trendy and really hip.
Yeah.
No, I mean his voice sounds exactly the
Yeah.
same.
Yeah.
Which is a
that's
very
what-
important thing, right? But I just thought the production quality was
Yes,
a bit different.
mixing, of course. like,
Yeah.
New company and everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So I think like his musicianship, like as you said, is his voice. It stayed very much the same, like the grooviness.
Oh yeah.
But when you look around, like this, the track, it's like back then he used a lot of like strings, and although the beat was like
Minimal.
yeah,
Right.
and now when the new song, when you look at the bridge, like he used like elements of like trap beats and
Right.
like the hi-hats, so it changed a lot.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think so.
But because of his voice, you have that element that stays the same, so
Right.
it always feels familiar. So,
Yeah. Because when I listen to my old stuff, even from like last year, like the voice is always changing.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
means you're still trying to find your voice.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But I guess he's finding his voice through experimenting with different genres and sounds.
Yeah.
The voice is ultimately it's just another instrument anyway.
Right.
But thank you. That was so cool. Let's move on to our next.
Artist?
Yeah, I feel like we're
Yes.
talking about Pokemon right now, but no, we're talking about artists.
Yeah, the next artist we're gonna talk about is IU. Yes.
Kevin's happy.
What? What,
Oh, that big smile. Oh,
what big smile! You guys are making stuff up. This is radio. Don't deceive our listeners. I was just like,
Okay.
Yeah. So IU was born in 1993.
Okay.
So she's the same age as me.
so.
So
I'm
what have I
kidding.
been doing with my life?
Oh, I see.
The first soundtrack she released in 2008. So she was only freaking 15 years old.
Wow.
Yes, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
And
yeah.
when you listen to the song, honestly, I think she was finding her style, music style throughout the years. So I think her music style right now fits her much better.
Of course.
But this track. It's like powerhouse vocal drama queen, everything at once, and she was only 15. It's like, what the heck? It's crazy.
Right.
And at the beginning, she has that like childlike voice, and then when it goes to the chorus, it's just like, oh my goodness,
Yeah.
She's like, a lady singing it. Okay.
Oh, I see.
It's crazy, yeah.
Well, I can't say at 15 years old, I didn't know who I was.
I wasn't even doing
neither.
music back
What
then.
was I even
let's not even
doing?
talk about music. I was just
Oh my
like,
goodness.
I was just a pimple-faced dude, like trying to figure out,
Same here.
where am I gonna go to college today? Like, it's just like that was my 고민, There was no artistry involved whatsoever. So the first song is what song exactly?
It's called Mia.
Mia.
Yes. Do you know the song My Love from Justin Timberlake?
Yes.
Yes. When you listen to the synthesizer songs
Uh-huh.
that they use there,
Right.
they use like this exact same thing in the chorus for this song. So it will feel
Exact
familiar.
same riff, kind of.
Riff and style. Like the key is a little bit different, but the style and the riff is pretty similar.
Very cool.
Cool. Okay. So there's an acoustic version of this song that I really like also. It's a little more quiet, less, synthesizers and less dynamic, like stuff like that. So
Yeah.
I like that better. And I actually sang this a lot when I was a trainee. And I think everyone sang this
yeah.
as part of it, like once
Mia?
in their trainee time. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's a
I
really
always
good
saw
song.
like younger like people busking to 좋은 날.
Oh.
Because they're always trying to get the like the double key change at the end,
Yeah.
And I've never seen anybody not fail when they do it on the streets.
Really?
At Hongdae, yeah.
Oh,
But it's all good, yeah.
I always sing that at karaoke too.
Is that your favorite IU song?
Which one?
Mia.
No.
No?
Yeah.
what's
I
your
like-
favorite one?
I like all her songs, but what's the 시계 태엽 thing? The ding ding ding.
I know.
What's the title? The
I don't know. I profess to be a fan of IU, but I only know like 3 of her songs.
oh yeah, I'm a fan of her when she was that 국민 여동생 phase.
yeah,
when she
yeah.
was adored by all the uncles and oppas.
Cool. Well, let's go ahead and listen to 2 of her songs before we move on to the second hour of Aboard the Soundtrack. This is IU's Evolution.
The first song is IU's Mia.
And then we're going to play 사랑이 잘 featuring 오야.
미리 말할게 사과는
You know what?
Wanna go out?
You're asking me on a date?
I could pick you up.
It's a double date. I'd love to go out with you.
What are you guys doing tomorrow night?
Going on a date with you.
Hey, this is Kevin,
And this is Ashley.
and thanks for joining us on
Double Date. Welcome back. You're listening to Aboard the Soundtrack on Double Date. We're your hosts, Ashley.
And Kevin, and we're here with our guest singer-songwriter Peter Han. Today our destination has been Evolution.
Yes.
Yeah.
Today I've been sharing the debut song and the latest song of several artists to see how they have evolved over the years. So
Yeah.
we're just talking about IU before the break.
We heard Mia, and we also heard 사랑이 잘, but we didn't get to talk about the latter song.
Yes. So, yeah, it's my favorite K-pop track of 2017, to be honest.
Oh.
And you know how IU and Hyogo are like really close friends?
Yeah.
Are they the same age?
I don't know that.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yes, I'm not sure. And yeah, they ended up writing like the lyrics. They wrote the lyrics and the song and the arrangement, so they took part in every process of the song.
Very cool.
So it's like really a product of their friendship, sort of. And I love the groovy, laid-back style, and also the chord changes a little bit like different from the usual K-pop song. They go more into like neo soul,
Yes.
And when I grew up with my dad, because he's a Vienna Philharmonic,
Right.
when I played a song and stayed there for like the same 4 chords, he would always be like, "That's so boring. You only use 4 chords one time." So I ended up making songs with like 40 chords.
Wow.
So when I hear songs now that are a little more complex, it's like, oh.
You
It
get to
feels much more familiar.
appreciate it,
Yes.
especially when it's not necessarily pop music, but it's good enough to become popular
Yes, yes,
music
yes,
and
yes.
chart.
Definitely. And they have a special chorus effect, and it's like really spot on. It like goes right into your ears, and it fills like the whole sound. And when Hyogo's voice comes in, it's like, I think his voice is like awesome.
It
just
is.
cuts through every mix,
Yeah.
and you can instantly like, it just feels and sounds honest.
Right.
It's like he doesn't talk around or anything.
Especially in this song when it goes the octave higher.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
verse.
yeah. It's like
It's very
goosebumps.
piercing.
Yeah, I love it.
Very cool. All right, that was the evolution of IU. Such a huge difference too
Yes,
for her.
totally.
Yeah, way different.
So back then, just like the childlike voice, but also capable of doing like the drama queen. And now it's like, oh, she's doing like music,
Right.
and really her voice melts down with the instrumentals. It's like
Sure.
one thing now.
I don't think it's to take away from her old stuff either at
no,
all.
not at all.
If anything, it just comes to show how versatile of an artist she is. Let's move on.
Yeah, who's the next artist?
The next artist is probably one of the best Korean male vocalists, Naor.
No.
Yes, Naor.
Yes.
He's such a sad singer.
Yeah,
Like,
he
I
is.
get ulkok when I listen to his songs.
So the first song we're going to talk about is called Sad Cafe.
Oh.
And I remember this is one of the rare K-pop songs that I used to listen to back in Austria, because usually you just listen to pop music.
You listen to Austrian music?
No. Even Austrians can't listen to Austrian music.
Why?
German language is not 부드러워 enough.
Right.
Yeah, and you could listen. You could see when you listen to the song, it's like very gospely, groovy, and it has this funky vibe. And the featuring on the song is Dynamic Duo.
Ooh, yeah.
Nice.
DD, like
Yes.
us.
So it was released, I think, in 2005. So it's already 12 years
wow.
old.
Wow.
But I still got a groove to it when I listen to it.
Sure.
And the mellow atmosphere is like perfect for Dynamic Duo and the rapping style. And
So is this his debut song then?
yes, it's from their first Brown Eyed Soul album.
Ah, okay. Let's go ahead and listen to it. We'll
Yeah,
listen
yeah.
to his most recent song after this first one.
This is Brown Eyed Soul's Sad Cafe featuring Dynamic Duo. A very groovy song indeed.
Yes, definitely is.
So what's the next song we're going to talk about?
The next song is called 같은 시간 속에 너. Yes, and it's been 2 years since he released that song, so it's like not one of his. It's his newest, but it's
Right.
been quite some time.
Sure.
Yeah.
This was actually like Brown Eyed Soul's first single album. They only released like full albums,
Oh, right.
and that was the first single album. And honestly, the lyrics are just heartbreaking. To
Right.
explain it very shortly, he's seeing his ex-girlfriend next to another man, new man. So but he's not angry or anything like that. He's just trying to be understanding and wishing her the best, although he still got feelings for her. So it's
Right.
I think that's a very manly way
Sure.
to deal with a breakup.
It is, yeah,
Yes.
rather than being angry about it and causing a scene.
Yes, definitely.
Right.
So yeah, back to the music part. I think it is. In the first song, you could hear like his nasally voice is much more, but then he changed it for this song and sings more from his chest and his throat, and it sounds more honest.
Oh.
And it's more like piercing, and it's like, it comes really from his heart. The first one is groovy and you just like enjoy it, and this
Sure.
one's like, so many emotions.
Right. All right, let's go ahead and listen to it. This is, I know, one of your all-time favorite
Yes,
Korean
it's-
ballad songs, right?
Yes.
Very excited. This is 날 with 같은 시간 속에 너, and we'll be right back.
this was 나올 같은 시간 속에 너.
Yeah. We have one final song left, right?
Yes.
But how do we do that?
It's a little special. It's Taeyang's Darling. So we don't have time to listen to his debut song.
Okay.
But I just wanted, he brought out his album like 2 weeks ago. It's called White Night. And I just wanted to, show this song very quickly. And it's a little bit different what he did until now. Because his vocal style had changed a bit. Because he doesn't mess around. It's like it starts, and from the beginning, he's not like building up anything. It's just like pure emotion, like right in your face. It's
Right.
like, it starts very intense.
Sure.
And although it's only starting with piano, it's like his vocals, they just like, oh my goodness, what's going on? He's like, he's feeling it. It's like, it's pretty crazy.
So you're a fan of this album. We talked about it once on the show.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
we did.
Just about like how he shot it in Alaska.
Yes.
Right.
He went to Alaska, LA. It was like his first time he made a music video by himself in the States. And the video shoots, it's crazy. It's so beautiful, the landscape.
I heard.
And he has like these rooftop shots. And they're just so like majestic. It's crazy.
Right.
You definitely got to check it out. The music video is crazy.
Peter sounds like a real fan.
Yeah, apparently you love Taeyang. Huh? Yeah.
Always.
Who doesn't, right?
Yeah.
It's always interesting to see how people evolve, especially when it comes to musicians.
Yes.
And maybe we'll do an analysis of Ladies Code or Peter Han or
Kevin
Kevin
O.
O. Hopefully.
One day.
One day in the future. Yeah.
Yeah.
Peter, it's always a pleasure to have you in the studio.
Thank you so much.
Next time you come in, let's definitely get like a live performance kind of vibe going
Yes,
on. We'd love to
please.
hear you play live. Because people need to hear more of you, man.
Yeah,
You need to
thank
hear
you.
more
I
of
would
your
love
live
to do
music.
that. I would love to.
Sure. But
Yeah.
for now, thanks so much for bringing in today's Aboard the Soundtrack.
Thanks for
Have a
having
good
me.
weekend.
Thanks, you too, guys.
Yeah, let's go listen to our last song. This is Taeyang's Darling.
Sure. Bye, Peter.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
끝까지 넌 못 돼서 등 돌린 마지막 한마디도
It's now time to ring somebody up for a bit of conversation and a shout out in Love Call.
Let's do it. Let's see who we can get on the phone. How about someone in Mexico?
Ooh.
Let's do it. Pick up the phone.
Hello, hello.
Hello?
Hello. It's so cute. Hello.
She picks up.
I wonder what time it is in Mexico.
It is. Oh, it's really late at night.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello, hi. This is Ashley from Double
And
Date.
this is Kevin.
Oh,
Hi, what is your name?
Hola.
it's Yoko.
Yoko?
Yoko.
Hi. I hear you're in
Hi.
Mexico, right?
Yeah,
What time is it over there?
it's 8 p.m.
Oh,
Wow,
nice. Were you
okay.
waiting for us to call you?
Yeah, I finished my homework.
How old are you?
I am 16.
Oh.
So young.
And are you a Lavely, I'm assuming?
Yeah, I have a fan base for them.
Oh, you do? Plug it. What is it?
Yeah.
Where do we find it?
It's Ladies Code Fan. I don't know if she knows.
I see her. I see you on Twitter all the time.
Oh.
Right? It's you. I saw your tweet
Yeah.
too saying, "Oh, I'm so excited to talk to you tomorrow." Right?
Have you been tuning into Double Date, Yoko, ever since Ashley joined then?
Yeah, I try to. If not, I listen to the repetition.
Oh, nice.
Aw.
What was the favorite? What's your favorite thing that you've ever heard Ashley do so far on the show?
Sing Despacito.
I was just gonna say that. Yes, because you're from Mexico and she killed it. It was so good.
Oh my,
That was
that's
really
funny.
good.
Do you have another good Spanish song I can maybe cover or sing?
Despacito.
What's the most popular song these days?
Do you know Me Rehuso? I don't know. I don't really know. What can you sing?
Oh.
Macarena?
She's underestimating you, Ashley. Ashley can do anything and everything.
I just want to listen to a Spanish song. So, Macarena.
Macarena.
Oh, is that the dun, 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 dun,
1,
dun,
Maca
dun,
2,
dun,
Maca 3, Macarena. 4, Maca 5, Maca 6,
Oh.
Macarena. Yeah, everybody knows
Oh
that.
yeah, everyone knows that song.
Hey, so Yoko, whenever we do Love Call, we let our listeners give somebody a shout out on live air. Is there anyone you want to give a shout out to while you have the mic?
I just want to shout out every international Laveli.
Well, thank you. That includes me and everyone in this room. So, yeah, shout out to all the lovelies out there.
Yeah, Mexico. I really want to go.
Right. Where in Mexico exactly?
Yeah, in Mazatlan. You know,
No. But we'll look it up on a map.
Yeah.
Going on right now, actually. Cyclone.
Right. Well, Yoko, thank you so much for calling in today.
Do you have a song request?
Stevie Wonder, Isn't She Lovely? Is because
Love
Oh,
it.
nice.
Ashley was really afraid that you were going to be like, can you play The Rain by Ladies Code? Because everybody has requested that.
yeah, you know, that's why I
Yeah,
requested
she's a true listener. She remembers that part.
Yeah, and it's a perfect song. Thank you so much for requesting it. Thank you so much for calling us today.
Thank you, Yoko. Gracias por
Gracias.
llamar. Bye.
Despacito.
Bye.
All right. Wow, you got fans all over the world. You got some international lovelies out there.
Yes.
That was awesome talking to Lovely. Let's go ahead and play her song request.
Yes, this is Stevie Wonder's Isn't She Lovely?
Come on, play double date. We lift you up when you're feeling down. Life's a double date. So if you're down, we'll be sure to pick you up.
That was Zayn Malik, I Don't Want to Live Forever, featuring Taylor Swift, and you guys are listening to Double Date. Lately, if you want to start a new project or product, lots of people turn to crowdfunding, now even idols.
Yeah, girl group EXID decided to celebrate their 5th year anniversary of their debut by making a photo book. And what's really interesting is that the group decided to use crowdfunding to finance the project.
Right, so if you don't know about crowdfunding, usually set a goal, give people incentives, and you're trying to raise a lot of money. And EXID, they raised their budget goal within 20 minutes.
Whoa.
And then some, I'm sure, I'm
Wow.
assuming. It's because they have just so many fans, right? And also I heard that they're doing a lot of like exclusive opportunities or products. Actually, the whole photo book itself is only accessible through the crowdfunding project.
Oh, wow.
Yes, which adds to the fact that everyone will want to donate.
Yeah, and I heard the fans were able to submit their own opinions and ideas and like design and concept for the photo book also, which is really special for the fans.
Right. I did a crowdfunding project before I came to Korea when I was doing like headphones. And the great thing about crowdfunding is that you get to do everything on your own terms. You have full creative control. I think the fact that I would have never thought that it would work in Korea with idol groups.
Yeah.
But now that I see EXID doing it, it just makes makes perfect sense because you get to tailor it perfectly and customize it wholly to your fans. And you don't have to listen to what anybody else says.
That's good.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. Congrats to EXID, and perhaps we'll see a lot more of these crowdfunding campaigns from idols coming up in the near future.
Coming up next is our Saturday skit series, Torn Pages, so stay tuned. But before that, we're going to play a song by EXID. This is Who's That Girl?
그래 너를 보내줄게 그 여자와는 더 오래 가기를 빌어줄게
저만치
안녕하세요. 가수 오해인입니다. 더블데이트 오늘도 내일도 그 다음날도 아니 그 다음날도 많이 사랑해주세요. 계속 들어주세요.
Take it easy 나만 왜 이렇게 힘든 건가요
Watch your head there now, little Judy.
Grandpa Dave, you know how much I hate coming to the attic? It's so scary up here. Ah! What was that?
Don't worry, honey, it's nothing. It's been quite some time since anyone been up here. Just follow me. By the way, have I told you that your granddaddy built this house using only
bare hands. Yes, Grandpa, I know. You tell me the story all the time.
Ah, that's right. Your mama sure did raise you smart.
What was that?
Oh, that one was me.
Ew, Grandpa.
Just air, honey. It's just air.
What exactly are you up here looking for?
Just my old pen.
A pen? We came all the way up here for a pen?
Aha! Found it. Still has some ink left in it too.
I can't believe we came all the way here for a silly little pen.
Oh, hold on now. Now would you looky here? Oh, these old things.
Grandpa, what are these? Wow, there's so many of them. They look like letters.
Yeah, you got that right. So smart, just like your granddaddy.
Let me see here. Wait, Grandpa Dave, did you write all of these?
Boy, oh boy. I haven't seen these things in ages.
Wow, these are so old. Grandpa, you don't mind if I read some of these, would you? Just a couple pages.
Well, I guess, yeah, sure. But be careful. Some of these got some torn pages.
I don't get it.
It's okay, honey. Just be careful with them and just make sure you don't make it downstairs in time for supper. Seems like I raised your mother well. She's making my favorite Jamaican jerk chicken.
Okay, Grandpa. I'll be down in time. Just gonna read a few of them.
Okay.
Ew, Grandpa! Ew, just go. I'll see you later.
See ya, Grandizzy. I love chicken, jerk, jerk, chicken. I love chicken, jerk, jerk, chicken.
Now let's see here. Wow, I can't believe how many letters there are. This must be the first one. It doesn't say it's to anyone in particular, but the date says it's from 1913? And what are all these brown spots on the paper? To whom it may concern,
My name is David Hurd. I am from Jamaica, but moved to New York about 6 years ago. Been working all types of jobs, including tailor, custodian, a sailor on a steamer boat, but haven't really found what I want to do yet. I have to say it's been tough since I moved to the States, just trying to find the so-called American dream. But so far, it's been a nightmare.
Hey, honey, here's the coffee you ordered.
Oh, thank you. You can just set it down right. Ah! Oh! Hot!
Oops, sweetheart. Looks like you're gonna need to change your shirt.
Miss, okay, yeah, it's quite all right. I know you didn't mean it.
Hey, didn't say I was sorry. This is New York, honey. Deal with it and move on.
What in the... now my pen's busted.
Here, honey, take mine.
Thank you, miss.
I ain't asked for a thank you, sweetie. This is New York, honey.
What does that even mean? Okay, just FYI, please disregard the coffee that was spilled all over the paper. So it seems as though I'm currently writing a letter to no one. All I got was an address in the Caribbean from the pen pal service, and I was told that this letter might reach somebody. Honestly, kind of hoping this letter reaches a female. I mean, if you're a man, then I guess that's okay too. Well, whoever you are, it'd be great to get a reply.
I guess this be my first letter. Sincerely yours, David.
Judy!
Yes, Grandpa Dave.
I thought I told you to come down before dinner time. Your jerk chicken ain't gonna dance its way to the attic now?
But I only got to read one letter, Grandpa.
Oh, don't worry about that.
But Grandpa.
I'll let you read more next time. Can't wait to eat.
Dad, what's Judy doing up there in the attic?
Just reading them old letters I used to write to your mama.
I remember those. I miss her.
Me too. Judy, your chicken's gonna need a jacket. It's cold chicken.
Take a seat, honey. So, Grandpa, about those letters?
Now, let's talk about those later. We're about to eat dinner.
I can't wait to read more.
Did you read the other side of the letter?
Huh? There was something on the back of the page?
Yeah, well, of course there was. There are always two sides to every page.
Oh my gosh, Grandpa, you're so lame. You know that.
Let's get to eating, yum yum.
Why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you?
You just heard the start of our new story for Torn Pages. It's called Sincerely Yours.
Did you catch all the puns?
No. Did you?
No.
Oh.
We were busy just like reading it, but
Yeah,
then
yeah.
I think when we listen to it, we'll be able to.
Busy
get it.
acting and not doing
Yeah.
justice to these, like, ethnic accents, because we've had to do so many. It changes every week.
I know, it's so difficult.
Yeah, but it was fun. This skit is also based on a true story as well. This one was based on some love letters that the Brooklyn Historical Society acquired. And it was written by Judy's actual immigrant grandfather named David Hurd.
Yeah, he was writing to a pen pal in the Caribbean, but he didn't know who he was writing to, and then they fell in love.
Oh, he didn't know.
Yeah.
Right. It's the same thing. Back then it sounds romantic. Today it's like, when you're online dating and you really don't know who that
Oh,
other person
yeah.
is.
Oh my.
And you hear a lot of horror stories, but I'm sure there are a lot of success stories as well. Right?
Exactly. Yeah, to find out just how this pen pal becomes the love interest, tune in next week for another Torn Pages.
All right, yeah. Make sure you guys tune in next week for the second part of Torn Pages. We're going to play a song now. This is Tori Kelly, Dear No One.
All right, it's now time to wrap up Double Day.
Yes,
Thanks
thank
for
you.
tuning in this week, guys.
Yeah, it's been a crazy week. My birthday was a crazy celebration, and we're just gonna, it's gonna keep getting better and better. Is it not?
It is.
It is. We're gonna be back on Monday with Esna and the Code. And on Wednesday, we're going to have some of your friends in the studio.
Yes, my friends. K-pop boy band The Rose. They're going to be performing live in the studio. So
Yes.
be sure to tune in.
It's kind of crazy. They recently just debuted, right?
Yes.
And I listened to their songs. I'm actually a fan of the
Right?
music.
Their songs so
I'm
good.
excited to hear them in the studio. Are they going to be singing?
Yes.
Oh, perfect. Awesome. Can't wait for next week. That will be Wednesday, by the way. Tomorrow, of course, we're not doing Double Day, but if you like quiz shows and want to win great prizes, then tune in to theCUBE tomorrow with Julian and Fabian.
To be a participant on theCUBE, apply on our website, tbsefm.seoul.kr. And while you're on the site, you can also check out our Double Day website.
Yes, you can. We're always going to post our updates there. If we have an event, it's going to be on the website as well. We're going to, Are you ready for the weekend? The rest of the weekend?
Woo, yes. Yes.
Oh, you don't sound ready.
No, I am.
You sound like you need to get some sleep, Ashley.
I need some sleep, but Sunday's Sojung's birthday, so I'm excited for that.
Yes, I
Yes.
remember. Happy birthday, early birthday. So we have so many birthdays
I know.
this
It's
week.
because fall birthdays, like people born in the fall, are amazing.
Thank
they're all
you.
here. That's why. I'm fall too. So
Got it. Okay, so you're just plugging yourself.
Yes.
Perfect. Everybody, enjoy the rest of the weekend. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We're going to leave you with this last song.
박혜경's 주문을 걸어.
We've been your dates. I'm Kevin.
I'm Ashley, and we'll
call
call you on Monday. Bye.
Bye, guys.